How you doing? Dio Green here from Red Diamond. I'm here with a good friend of mine, David Pittman. He's going to help me today with this car. We're doing a 2012 Volvo, and what we're doing is we're actually going to seal it. I'm going to show you exactly how I apply the synthetic sealant and how it really adheres to the clear coat to really give your car the best defense possible when it comes to driving, when it comes to dirt and dust and small rocks hitting your car and preventing your clear coat from getting scratched and having to go through an expensive process of getting your car completely buffed and restored. So the first thing that we did is we washed the entire car by hand. We did the hands-on package, and now we're going to actually go a step further than that. I looked at the car. The car doesn't need to be clayed. It's fairly new, so there's really no heavy oxidation on it. So the pores on the clear coat are fairly open. They're really clean. So we're going to go ahead and we dried the car. We're going to now apply the synthetic sealant. All right, so we're going to go ahead and seal this car.
Sounds great, Dio. What kind of waxes are there and how do you apply them?
So there are three kinds of waxes that I use. The first one is a liquid wax, and I use this when I hand wash any car, and basically what it does is it'll kind of lay flat on the clear coat and give you about a week's worth of protection. This really is a product that I use just to, when I wash your car, to wait for the next week. It doesn't really apply a lot of protection for a long period of time, just about a week, but enough until I come back the next week and clean your car again, where I apply another.
So temporary solution.
Right, yeah. Any kind of long-term customer, I always suggest, whether it's a brand new car, whether it's an old car, to seal it with a synthetic sealant. And this is a real sticky, man-made substance, and what it does is it doesn't lay flat on the clear coat. It'll actually pull itself into the pores of the clear coat and really adhere to it, and really build a real thick layer of protection on top of your clear coat.
How do you go about applying something like that?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how I apply this just in a minute. The last one that I wanted to talk about real quick before we move on is the carnauba wax. Carnauba wax is great for like showroom cars. If you're getting ready to go to a car show, about an hour before the show starts, you would take this carnauba wax, you would go around your car and apply a real thin layer of it. And what this does is this actually really brings out the paint depth and shine. It really make this car wet because this is a earth wax. It's natural. The problem with carnauba wax is it burns up after about 100 degrees, and here in the state of Florida, your paint gets about 180. If it's too hot to touch, it's over 100 degrees. So it doesn't really provide any kind of substantial amount of protection, burns up real quick, makes your car look fantastic, but for the everyday driver, I would seriously suggest putting synthetic sealant on it because this is man-made. It's made to really, really protect your car. May not bring out the depth in the paint, may not make it look shiny, but there's actually a package where I use a layering technique that I found that'll actually, I apply both. I'll put the synthetic sealant on, let it adhere to the clear coat, and then a couple hours later I'll come by and put a real thin layer of carnauba wax on top, so you do have that real rich paint look. But after this burns up, you've still got a really, really good amount of protection underneath to protect your clear coat from getting scratched from dust and dirt and maybe small rocks from trucks and things like that.
Sounds great.
All right, so let's go ahead and seal it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and seal the car. Unfortunately, I'm not in a garage or anything else like that. When I seal cars, I like to be in a closed environment if I can, just to eliminate dust and things like that from the breeze sticking to this this liquid wax because it's so sticky. But we're going to do the best we can in the environment that I'm in. So I'm going to put like a dime size on this yellow applicator pad, not that much. Spread it around just a little bit. And I'm going to take the hood and I'm going to cut it into different sections so I can really focus on one part of the car. So they've got, there's this indentation right here in the hood. I'm going to take this panel right here, cut it into two and really focus just on this one, then move on to the next one, and then I'll bring these two together, and then just go on and so on and so forth. So start from the top, and I only go in straight lines. I never do circles. The only time I ever do circles is on windows, because it's the only way to really get into the pores of the windows. Any paint, anything to do with the paint, I always do in lines, and the reason why is because if dirt or anything like that does get on my applicator pad, or does get on where I'm actually applying to the liquid, the synthetic sealant, if I start doing circles, I'm just going to start doing circle scratches, and those are way more obvious to the eye when the light hits the circle scratches as opposed to the line scratches. So I'll just take it from one side. Like I said, I'm doing this panel. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm just going to go using like medium to light pressure, so it really brings it to the clear coat. And I'll just do back and forth. Maybe go a couple times. A little bit more. This time, I'm going to go all the way down. Go here. Come back up. And then bond the two, so that you can't tell that I did it in two separate sections, just to merge the two areas. And I'll do this process around the entire car, and then I'll let it sit. I'll let this, because you'll see there's a white residue on the hood, and I'll let this sit and really let it pull into the clear coat and really adhere to it. The longer I let this sit, the stronger it is, the longer it'll last. So this customer has to leave soon, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to seal the entire car. I'm going to go inside the interior. I'm going to take out a couple stains, vacuum it up, make it look nice. They didn't want the interior done all the way. They just needed a couple things done. So I'm going to do anything I can to stall time and really let this pull into the clear coat. So I'm going to do the entire, sorry, there's a truck. I'm going to do the entire car. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to show you what the entire car looks like with it on, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to remove it. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but this entire car is coated in synthetic sealant. All this green tape here is just insurance, just in case I hit any kind of chrome or rubber trim. If you ever see rubber trim, like right down here, this bumper has a it's rubber, real hard, or not sorry, rubber, plastic. Any kind of black plastic or black rubber, like between the doors or windows or anything like that. If you see it's all black and they've got this real, you know, kind of real obvious white spot to it, what that is that's actually wax that's dried on the car. So just an insurance policy, especially when it comes to older cars. I will definitely I'll definitely tape it up, but I had a buddy of mine working with me, so I figured I'd show him how to do it the right way. So we'll let this sit, let it sit for probably, I don't know, about an hour, and then I'll show you how to take it off. Alright, so the synthetic sealant has been on the car for quite some time. We took a break, and we also did the interior as well as a few other things, and really let this sit on it for as long as it could. And now we're going to remove it. Very simple. Dry microfiber towel. This is 300 pile, and all we do is just lightly buff it out, so that way all the pores are still filled with the synthetic sealant. We're just taking off the excess. So we'll do this to the entire car. I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so we let the synthetic sealant really adhere to the clear coat, really pulled itself into the pores and filled the pores of the paint, wiped off the excess, and then we applied a real thin layer of liquid wax. The liquid wax on top of the synthetic sealant protects the sealant protects the paint. This layered technique of protection really will bring out the lifespan of your car, really make that shine stay for as long as it possibly can. I'm Dio Green here for Red Diamond. Wanted to show you how I properly seal the car and keep it protected. Go to reddiamonddetail.com to look up more information, or give me a call 904-304-6625. See you in the next video.